Hello, everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful day today. Just gonna get into our goals. We're already almost to February, and it's kind of curious how everybody's goals are going. Are you still on them, or have you let them go? Um, when we hit January 1st, a lot of times we're really driving for those goals, really fired up about achieving them. Um, but as we get into things, life happens and those goals get set back. And it's okay to set back goals, as long as we don't stop trying for them. I think a lot of us, we can try to achieve goals, and then life happens and we just say we don't have time for our own goals. Um, I think that's a big mistake, because we should be making time for ourselves. We should be making time for our goals. Um, and I get it, there's a lot that goes on in a day that sometimes we can feel like we don't have time for those goals, but in reality, we can probably set time to work on ourselves and our goals. Um, Whether we have to schedule it in our day, um, that's another question. I have to schedule things in my day in order to achieve certain things. So I have to block out time in my day to work on myself or the things that I want to accomplish. And I think that's the same with everybody else. Is we get so busy, maybe don't have a work schedule, maybe you don't have this, but you still need to set time for yourself, because we have family members, friends, so forth, that are going to come in between those times for ourselves. So we need to make sure we set up that time for ourselves, to make sure we are working on ourselves. Our friends, our family, all these things are relevant if we don't work on ourselves to be the best us we can be for them and for everybody else around us, if that makes sense. So make sure your goals are being obtained or worked towards, and if you don't have time for those goals, make sure you're setting time. Start setting time for those goals. Make sure you're trying your best in every possible way to reach that goal. And a lot of times we have to do that by setting time for ourselves. We are worth that. We are worth the goal we're trying to reach. We're worth setting the time for ourselves to obtain those goals. And it's like I always tell my son, I have to work now so I don't have to work as hard later. you know um, and that's what it's all about, is setting up those goals to where you can achieve what you want to achieve so you can enjoy it later. And that means hard work now, and a lot of times that's going to be hard work for a long time. That's okay. Just don't stop trying to achieve your goals. Don't get complacent and just put yourself on the back burner. You're worth achieving those goals.